Hey Crusaders, and welcome back to the channel. I've got two things I want to talk to you about today, and stick around to the end of the video because the second thing that I want to talk to you about is the blood that is actually, or what is actually the blood of America's economy, and how I believe that they're actually trying to bleed us out. But stick around for the rest of that, for the end of the video, and I'll discuss that with you. If you would, please like, share, subscribe, and it'd be greatly appreciated. So the first thing that I want to talk about, you can see I got my Cowboys hat on today. They have lost a fan. In a recent interview, LeBron James stated that he is no longer a Dallas Cowboy fan. Oh, I am so heartbroken over that news. But let me tell you why. His reasoning for not being a Dallas Cowboy fan any longer is actually a reason why I support this team and why I am still a diehard Dallas Cowboy fan. You see, in the recent interview, LeBron stated that the reason he could no longer be a Dallas Cowboy fan is because of the organization's handling of the national anthem protest. He said that he did not agree with the way the front office and the organization limited their players' ability to their First Amendment. Well, here's a news flash for you, LaFlop. You don't protest on company time. Jerry Jones made it abundantly clear to his players that if you decide to kneel during the national anthem, you will no longer be a Dallas Cowboy. And Jerry held true to this because there was a defensive lineman who was a pretty decent defensive lineman, and he decided to press Jerry on this issue, and he was cut from the team. He would have actually contributed and made a good addition to the team, but Jerry wasn't having it, and I stand behind Jerry on that. This isn't the first issue that Jerry Jones and the Cowboys have actually fought with the NFL over. There was a time several years ago that they wanted to put decals on their helmets to honor some of the DFW officers that were killed in the line of duty. And the NFL said no, but Jerry went to bat over that one. So, I mean, we're still America's team, let me put it that way. But as for LeBron saying this, LeBron has come out with all kinds of things in the past that, you know, he likes to be outspoken. He likes to draw attention to himself, whether it's this issue or whether it's trying to tell the cops how to do their jobs. In recent events, he's been talking about the Brittney Griner case. Brittney Griner is a WNBA player who was arrested earlier this year in Russia for having some, and I think they were performance-enhancing drugs or something as far as sports related, but to the Russians they were no, and so they arrested her, and now she's looking at years of incarceration behind that. However, you can look at the situation and say that it's just a ploy by the Russians for provocation or political reasons, but LeBron has been, outspoken on her case. You would think that LeBron would actually be more concerned about the 0-5 start that him and the Lakers have had than getting into these other, topics. He needs to be more focused on his own sport. But I actually have a proposal to help that. So, the 0-5 Lakers could use a boost. LeBron wants Brittney out of Russia. I propose a trade. Let's send LeBron to Russia and bring Brittney back, because I think probably at this point Brittney would probably respect the United States after spending several months in a Russian prison. But that's just my thought on that situation. Now, the blood that actually supplies American economy. I'm shooting this video to you from Mount Vernon, Illinois. Was supposed to be just an easy day run yesterday. We're hauling a bridge beam down to St. Anthony, Indiana. Well, some things happened and we're stuck here until Monday, so there we are. But I'm with a very reputable trucking company that hauls a lot of bridge beams, and but I was talking to this trucker yesterday. He said that his brother had brought it up with him, and Tucker Carlson the other night, I think it was about 3 or 4 days ago, Tucker Carlson mentioned that the United States only has 25 days left of diesel fuel. Diesel fuel is the blood for America's economy. If we run out of diesel fuel, everything stops. You will not even get gasoline for your cars because it takes diesel trucks to bring the gasoline to the gas stations. The stores will run out of supply. We are talking about major catastrophe. And I don't understand why people don't see that it seems like this administration is trying to bleed us out. Biden has sent so many barrels of our strategic reserves to other countries, and they knocked the price down. We've got 9 days at this point to the election, and I think that they tried to bring the price down after that. But this strategic oil reserve and what we're looking at with the diesel fuel, it's fixing to skyrocket right after the election, and I'm afraid that that's what's fixing to happen. I don't know that we could ever, well, I know we can, and I don't know the situation on how it can happen, but the fact that it's being reported that we only have 25 days left of diesel fuel, I don't know how it could happen that we could actually completely run out. There's too many refineries here in the United States, it seems like, for that to actually happen. But the chokehold that this administration is actually putting on these refineries to get this stuff processed, I think that might have a lot to do with it. But again, I've talked to you about this in some of my other videos. Between the next 9 days and between January 3rd, when this new Congress is put into office, hold on tight, again, I said that I didn't want to do this. I said that I was not going to be the sky's falling guy on my channel, but I honestly believe you need to go stock up on some rice and beans, stock up on some canned goods, stock up on some water, keep some cash out of the bank, keep some cash in your pocket, and just be completely aware of what's going on. I know the news probably isn't going to tell us everything, but I mean, it kind of gives you a pulse into what's going on. I've kind of looked at some alternative news medias, and I'm not saying that they're good. I'm not saying a plug for anybody, but I've been kind of watching Newsmax a little bit lately. They've been carrying some of the Trump rallies. It's kind of interesting, more entertaining than anything else, but just don't get your news from Fox or CNN. Rely on something else, spread out, look at other avenues, and just be aware of what's going on for yourself and your family. Times are fixing to get desperate, and people are going to get desperate, and I'm actually fixing to shoot another video, and it's going to be more related to my pilot car world, but it's actually going to be for everybody, and I want to shoot that video and talk about situational awareness as we're out in town and as we're doing things, and we need to be zoned in to what's going on around us. It's going to be could be a very dangerous world that we're fixing to live in the next couple of months. But anyway, thank you for watching. Again, I can't tell you how much I appreciate getting the subscriptions for this channel, and just stick with me, and I think that you're going to enjoy some of the content that I have coming up. Until next time, keep your armor on.